Welcome back to another Wind Down Wednesday with your girl Soulz Journey. Listen, I am sitting here on the porch talking to the dynamic, the creator of Through His Lens photography, Mr. Kalvin Booker. How you doing, King?
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm so excited that you would even take this opportunity to come and share in this experience with us and give us a little piece of who you are. So tell the people who you are.
Okay, so I'm Kalvin Booker, like she said. I'm a photographer here in Buffalo, New York.
Woo.
I started Through His Lens photography. Say this my second year, but I've been doing photography since 2016. That's when I went to school for it or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So what got you into photography?
You know what? I feel like I kind of like fell into it. Like I was always taking photos with my phone, like saying sidekicks. So I don't know. I would just always see something and be like, "Oh, that looked like a dope shot." Like, it's just something like clicked in my head, and people would start to ask me like, "Oh, you a photographer? You a photographer?" I'd be like, "Nah," like kind of just like dumbing it down, and I didn't see myself that way anyway. I wasn't using an actual camera.
Gotcha.
As a phone, so I was like, this thing count, like this ain't. So I don't know. Eventually, when I decided to like go back to school, I was like, all right, what am I majoring in? And initially, I was going to major in music production.
What? Okay. Okay. Yes.
It was something I was always interested in.
Yeah.
But then I really had to like sit back and think, like, do I want to like create this, or am I just that much a fan of it? I think I'm more so a fan. Not to think that I wouldn't like venture into that at some point.
Exactly.
Yeah, it just made more sense. I was like, I'll do, like, cause it's something that came like naturally to me.
Got you.
You know?
Yes, the gifts, a gift that you have been blessed with from the Most High. So
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
dope. That's so dope. I feel like I'm a low key photographer too. So you already know.
I feel like everybody has it in them, like to a certain degree.
Yes, that's why I'm in your inbox. Like, do you do classes? I need a class. Like, what we doing? You're like, nah, I don't do classes. But I'm speaking that into your life already. So
I don't know. It's like one of the things I'm kind of like shying away from right now.
it's calling you though.
Yeah.
You have you been getting a lot of people ask you about it though?
People ask me that all the time. All the time. I'll be like, nah.
Come on, what you waiting on? What are you waiting on? It's already in you, so the Most High will like guide you and give you the provisions. You already know, so that's how you got. That's how you got to this point. So go ahead and just take it to the next level. That's in you. Listen, so tell me, let's speak spirituality. What is it that keeps you grounded? Because you have such a calm spirit, just real cool and laid back. What keeps you grounded?
Well, my faith in God. That's really the main thing. Even though, like, if I'm being honest, like, it is something I struggle with. Just out of like distractions in life, kind of like you never feel as though like you're as close to God as you want to be.
Yeah.
But he still uses you. Like, he still speaks to you. So it's like it's a trick, really.
Of our
like,
own mind.
yeah. It's like, nah, like, you close.
No,
Like,
seriously.
yeah.
Seriously. Closer
Like,
than...
I ain't go nowhere. Like, you ain't run too far, you know? So, yeah, that's what we grounded.
Absolutely. So did you grow up in church? Or was it just something you picked up along the way?
I would say both of them. So, I did grow up in church. But you know, like, when you're a kid in church, you're not really like, you present, but you're not paying attention. You don't know what's going on. But my experience was a little different because, like, all right, so I gave my life to Christ when I was like 5, young, and I had like full knowledge of like what I was asking. So it was a little different.
What? Wait. You can't just skim past that, okay? So when you say that you had full knowledge of what you were doing, like, what do you mean by that?
Like, okay, because as a kid, like, with anything, you kind of do what you're told, or, you know, like, you repeating, like, what's said, or whatever. And it might not really be your own decision. Like, you just doing it because, you know, whatever. But it was different with me. I was like, it was something that I wanted. Like, and that's not, I don't feel like that's natural.
Not for a 5-year-old child. Not for a 5-year-old little boy. Not for a 5-year-old little black boy from Buffalo. That we know of. We know of. Because it could be way more than we know.
People not, like, as vocal about, like, their relationship to God, you know. And it's understandable, you know. You might not be comfortable or whatever, but I'm bold about it. I don't care.
Hence the name Through His Lens, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's dope. That's so dope.
I don't know, like, pick up on that. Like,
oh yeah, come on now. It's evident to me. Like, that's.
Like,
say that again.
It's not my lens that I'm talking about. It's God's lens.
I love that. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. See, I knew you. Listen, my spirit connects to people that it needs to be connected to. Trust me when I tell you. And I didn't know that it was gonna be to this extent, and then that I would have this platform. But I want you to run your socials so people will be able to get in contact with you. Because listen, when I tell y'all he does dope work, like your work is amazing. So tell the people where they can find you.
Okay, on Instagram I have 2 pages. Kodak Kalvin. That's Ko. DAQ. Kalvin K-V-I-N. Through His Lens photo on IG. Kalvin Booker on Facebook. KLVIN. I'm on TikTok a little bit, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
You got to get better with that. You got to get your life right with that one.
Yeah.
As we all do. I was on it hot and heavy for a minute, and then I just kind of fell off. I'm like, oh yeah, I got to get back.
That engagement it don't be where it should be. I'll be like, it's trash.
Yeah.
Like, what's happening?
Listen, Kalvin, how old are you?
I am 39.
Are you really? You look so young. Yeah.
Oh.
You are not old. You are not old. You just got that baby face.
Yeah.
That's all. Listen, so where did you grow up?
So, okay. So my first memories was Canada. So I grew up like St. Catharines. For the early years of my life. And then we ended up moving back here And I grew up on the east side for the most part, on Sherman and
Really?
Tennessee. Yeah.
What? Those were my old stomping grounds over there.
Sherman over there, and
Mm-hmm.
then we ended up moving on Bissell off of Walden, like around Goodyear.
Mm-hmm.
I was over there for most of my life, so
Mm-hmm. Now,
yeah.
would you say, because since you're doing something so positive, and sometimes when we live in those areas, in those neighborhoods, that we do see, poverty and all like that, where right now, if it looks to me like you're making an impact on your community and you like really striving to do better. So, what kind of impact or influence did your environment have on you?
That's a good question. I would say it made me want more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like coming from nothing really, it just always made me like want more out of life. Um, Not go down the path that I saw, everybody else go down.
Mm-hmm.
It was difficult because you see all the the glitz and glamour like the street have to offer, or that you feel like it has to offer, and you want that,
Mm-hmm.
But I'd rather take the hard road or the long road to get there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's really what it did.
Mm-hmm.
But
Absolutely.
it make me want to like leave my community.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? I never felt the need for that. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. See, that's why you got to do the class for the young people and them elderlies. Now, listen, that's why you got to give back in that way. See, I'm trying to push you, but anyway, um, you gonna do it when you want to do it. So, if you had to go back, if you could go back and talk to your younger self, what advice would you give the young Kalvin?
Uh, I would tell him that he's right where he needs to be. Like you don't have to you don't have to go along with the societal norms.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't have this by this age, like, or I don't have that by that age, and feel less than
Mm-hmm.
because you don't have those things yet. Like everything will happen in time. I tell
Awesome.
myself that now. Like,
Me too. Me too. Me too. Trust me. Because listen, I'm older than you, so I'm definitely telling myself that. But I feel that. I definitely feel that.